In a world where leadership and entrepreneurship are crucial for societal growth, one man has consistently demonstrated exceptional vision and dedication. Join us as we celebrate a decade of mentorship and socio-economic development, courtesy of Chief Gabriel Olayinka, founder and CEO of Taraba News and Taraba Business School.
Yeah, my passion is to see that information is available at every man's doorstep. So I've been very passionate about this. This I've done for a decade now, providing information and using every available platform to provide it.
With a burning desire to make a difference, Chief Olayinka launched Taraba News and Taraba Business School, bridging the information gap and fostering economic growth in Taraba State. Over the past decade, Taraba News and Taraba Business School have become household names, earning numerous accolades for their commitment to excellence and community service.
I believe with the knowledge gained from Taraba Business School, I have the confidence that I will utilize it and I will start my business over 50 years.
Taraba News. I'm happy to see you now. Taraba News now one of the Ogbon station where they run now for Jalingo. Thanks to they like that una show well and that una beautiful newscasters. Una advertisement man I like and well. Everything about the show is very good and okay. When I went on my shop there around this time, make una try one day come visit me and advertise my goods for me.
I am Ande Nyapuri, the CEO, the Crystal Global Impression, located in Roadblock. Taraba News has been instrumental in promoting our brand and connecting us with the Taraba market. Thank you, Chief Gabriel Olayinka. Thank you, Taraba Business School. Thank you, Taraba News.
Taraba Business School gave me a voice. I'm now a successful business owner. Thank you to Taraba Business School. Thank you to the CEO, Mr. Gabriel Olayinka. Thank you.
Working with Chief Gabriel Olayinka has been a transformative experience for me. He's truly a mentor, and I must commend him for his own initiative, the ideas, and bringing out new things for us to emulate. Thanks to Taraba Business School, thanks to Taraba News, and thanks to Chief Gabriel Olayinka.
I'm proud to be part of Taraba News Agency. Taraba News Agency is the largest news agency in Taraba State and in the Northeast. I'm very proud to be a member of the team. Chief Gabriel Olayinka has given a platform where we get the latest news around this part of the world.
The vision that started like a joke, just as a Facebook page, today has grown to become a conglomerate. We have a cause to roll out the drum and to call friends and well-wishers to celebrate with us and to be part of this great achievement.
Chief Olayinka's leadership has inspired years of inspiring leadership and transformative impact from Chief Gabriel Olayinka and Taraba News and Taraba Business School. Taraba News and Taraba Business School, 10 years of excellence, leadership and service to Taraba State.
viewers, welcome to SUMTV. Taraba Business School and Taraba News cordially invite you to 10th year anniversary, which is going to take place as follows: 6th December 2024, venue Grand Shield Hotel. And guess what?
We'll be featuring dinner, new business ideas, award night, and a lot more. Please don't miss out for anything. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Hello viewers, welcome to SUMTV. Taraba Business School and Taraba News cordially invite you to 10th year anniversary, which is going to take place as follows: 6th
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show. It is a bright day. It's a very glorious day here in Jalingo. Taraba News, SUMTV rather, beams a signal from Jalingo, Northeast Nigeria. On SUMTV morning show, we discuss topical issues as they have been featured on the cover pages of the Nigerian newspaper. Before we go into the main segments, I would like to introduce to you our regular guests in the studio in the person of Abraham Joda. Abraham Joda is a public affairs commentator and the director of programs at the SUMTV. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
I remain
My people, una well done. Na correct tori I carry come knack una so from Taraba News and Taraba Business School. Taraba Business School and Taraba News get their 10th year anniversary celebration wey wan take place for Grand Shield Hotel on 6th December 2024. This celebration go begin with the launching of their new Ogbonge TV station wey dem call SUMTV, wey go come follow with the official launch of one of the book of the CEO and founder Chief Gabriel Olayinka. As dem say, the name of the book na 7 Principles of Sustainable Wealth. Oh yeah, make una run come see the correct packaging wey follow this event. Dem say na award night for their best stars and top government people wey go show for the celebration. As una see so, me and Papa Mina don run go Grand Shield Hotel to go grab our table for 4 tickets. Wetin una dey wait for? Make una run come follow us jolly as Great Taraba Cultural Group go entertain us with their cultural display. Make una no meet as our amiable governor Dr. Abu Kefas go dey there, senators, members, commissioners, local government chairmen, chiefs and so many correct top official government people dem. Auntie Bridget, Mr. Abraham, Oga Iranya, wetin una dey wait for? Make una come follow us jolly for Grand Shield Hotel. The date na 6th December 2024, time 4 p.m. Table for 4 and table for 8 dey there. Praise people, una well done. Na
Welcome back from that commercial break. If you're just joining us, this is the morning show, your darling breakfast television show, coming to you live from the studios of Morning Show. With me in the studio, as I've earlier introduced, is the director of programs at the SUMTV. He's a public affairs commentator and the director of programs at the SUMTV. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
How is the day?
Thank God.
What are we celebrating on the 6th? Mr. Olayinka is running out the drops.
Yes, it's going to be a great one on the 6th of December, which is just 3 days away from now, where everybody will be at Grand Shield Hotel, Jalingo, to celebrate with Chief Gabriel Olayinka, Taraba Business School and Taraba News, and the 10th year anniversary. This is a day where people from all walks of life will come to celebrate with an icon in the business of education and news, someone that has brought so much relief to the people of Taraba through the business he has embarked on. When you educate the people and you get them informed, I think you've contributed so much in capacity building. So it is a day whereby people will also be recognized for what they've contributed to society. So some people will be awarded, some will be celebrated. So it's a day to look up to.
He said all roads leads to Grand Shield.
Or all roads and all both on the air, from the land and the sea leads to Grand Shield.
So everybody is invited. You just come to
the premises of Taraba Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission in Jalingo, and pick your tickets. Hurry.
Subsidy in critical areas. What about people in Saudi Arabia and Qatar? Their petroleum products are highly subsidized. Are they living a fake life? Now, if you now say, simply because you're subsidizing fuel, and then you let me say indirectly subsidizing the price of the naira. What about in the area where there are areas that balances this with the lack of infrastructure, the lack of social amenities? These are areas in which even while you pay subsidy, at the end of the day, because of the lack of good roads, lack of infrastructures, lack of water, and the lack of proper housing schemes by government, it ends up in 10 years time, because we've been fixing the refineries for years. And then again, it comes to the issue of, with such removal of fixing of refineries or having private refineries reduce the price of fuel. It did not. Then again, what made this removal of subsidy harder on Nigeria was the towing policy attached to it, that is floating of the naira. So because the naira has been floated, and the naira is still at about the naira is now at about 1,700 naira, it's reflecting on the petrol, because it is a petrol-based business. What if the naira has not been floated and the naira was still at around 600, to what the prices of the petroleum product will not be as high? So two issues are involved. These are led to the high price of petroleum product, and I think those two policies being implemented at the same time is the major reason why things are so hard now. So as it stands, the deed has been done, and try to undo it will cause more damage. Trying to undo it will cause more damage. The only thing they can do is to manage the process in such a way that if the refineries were working, or we all thought the arrangement with Dangote will be in such a way that the 450,000 barrels per day crude that is meant for local consumption will be done in such a, why don't we do that, use that as a form of subsidy, give it to this refinery maybe at below the internal OPEC price, way below it, or maybe even at 0 naira. Let them reproduce. So the cost of crude will be out of it. Now it will be the cost of the production that they will just be looked into. Now the cost of freight and transportation is also minimal, because now you are producing within the country. These are some of the suggestions people are making. But to reverse the subsidy, this thing, to me, is a no-no for now.
And there are chances that we're going to come out of this strong, because the president is giving the nation assurance that the economic fortunes and the financial fortunes of the country is about to turn to better. Are there chances that we're going to come out of these challenges in the near future? Like, what is your projection? Is it 2 years, 3 years, 10 years? What do you think?
Well, we are supposed to come out of this stronger. We are supposed to. Is a policy that subsidy is not supposed to be forever, especially in the critical sector like this thing. But the thing is that how have we been sustaining other policies? If you look at the history of policies in Nigeria, it's spelled gloom, because we don't implement it to the letter. After some time, we mismanage the policy, and that is why we're not having good results. So the way this policy is being managed is what will determine the sustainability of this policy, is what will determine if Nigeria will get better or not. So it is not just the policy, it is not by mere words. How are we sustaining it? And other area of the economy, how are we sustaining it? How are we working on improving the naira? How are we working on improving, reducing our dependence on exports, so that there will be less pressure on the use of dollar? These are how we improving the area of developing technology. How are we diversifying the area of energy? and also in the area of energy. These are factors that will determine if this policy will yield positive result at the end of the day or not. If you put this policy on its own and all those other factors are not put in place, you end up with the way other policies end up.
Okay, that takes us to the Guardian newspaper. The major headline on the Guardian newspaper said, States first subsidy burden as Lagos leads with $10 billion deal legislation.
Well, and you know, Lagos is a state that when it comes to issues like this, they always are leading because of the way Lagos is structured. Look, the Lagos and 10 other states are pushing to realize the opportunities in the Electricity Acts that enable subnational governments to generate and distribute electricity may face the transfer of the burden of electricity subsidies as cost-reflective tariffs may remain a mirage in Nigeria domestic customer dominated by electricity market. Now, they say if you look at the markets now, the electricity markets, they are with subsidy growing by 260 billion naira monthly. I guess what they are trying to say is here that there's a subsidy on electricity already. The price at which we buy electricity is being subsidized, and the more the state try to go into it, the more burdens they face trying to pay off this subsidy. But I think these are areas, these are the reasons why we voted our these leaders into power. They need to look for a way how. Now, one major challenge is how states will regulate distribution tariffs without bearing the burden of subsidies. There is no way that they will generate and distribute without bearing a form of subsidy or the other. Because now, as you look at it, they say that the power from the national grid is subsidized. So if the state generates, and theirs is more expensive than that of the national grid, it might yield no result at the end of the day. So these are issues that they need to legislate, look into, experts need to look into it properly, because sometimes we think these things are just plug and play. That the fact that the exclusive list to the concurrent list in the next 6 months, legislation will be done, people will come and invest. It's much more beyond that. The rot over the years has made it so hard. We are like people that are still in the 60s. Some of our infrastructures are still in the 60s and the 50s. So to meet up with modern technology, a lot of investment must be done. And that is why the other time the Minister of Power was saying that Nigeria needs about is it $10 billion investment over the years for us to get to where we need to be in terms of electricity. But as it stands, uneasy like the head, but they will have to look at how they will balance subsidy and the tariffs at the end of the day.
Okay, there's this scintillating headline still featuring on the cover of the Guardian newspaper. It said 90% of Nigerians support tax reform bills, says Oyedele. How true is that?
I don't know where Oyedele got his own 90% of Nigerians support bills from. I don't know which Nigerians is he talking about. I am not against the bill. I'm for this. It should be properly discussed. It's an opportunity for us to look at our tax system and ensure that it's properly reformed to meet the needs of Nigeria, to meet our modern standards. But for him to say 90% of Nigeria support the bill is something I don't agree with. There are a lot of people genuinely who are not okay with the bill. There are those that don't want some items of the bill to be there. There are some that are looking at it from the regional point of view. There are some that are looking at it from the state point of view, and there are some that are even opposing it from the political point of view. So for him to say 90% of Nigeria, I think it's gross to be to say the least.
Okay, there's another one still on the Guardian newspaper. It said local council polls make mockery of democracy, Abba says. Is there any difference between the local government polls and other polls actually?
If you look at it, the polls conducted by INEC is more credible than the local government polls. It's more democratic than the local government polls. Simply because in the local government polls, you don't see any form of democracy at play. It's the winner takes all, maybe one or two cases. And we even say at the local government elections, whereby a few days to election, the powers that be, the governor will decide on some people should just align with a social party, and the party that nobody knows the name, nobody knows the logo, will emerge winner at the end of the day. So if we want to be truthful with ourselves, we know that the elections conducted by INEC is more credible than any election conducted at the local level, and it's more democratic. But that does not mean that INEC is doing well. I'm just trying to put them side. INEC is doing poorly in the area of conducting election, but the state electoral bodies are doing worse than INEC.
Okay, let's take this headline that has to do with NLC. The NLC vows to pursue new wage implementation before January. Well, still on the cover page of the Guardian.
Well, NLC is working to ensure that all the states comply with the new minimum wage. So they are putting pressure at the state level on states that are yet to comply. And I think it is good they just wrap up everything before 2025, so that every state, at least by December, should pay its workers the 70,000. I don't see any reason why. I think about 4 or 5 states are still have still not comply with this new minimum wage. I think NLC should put pressure on them and see how before the end of this month, whatever it takes, that they should comply. Because why should 3 or 4 states out of the minimum wage? You have every opportunity from July till now to set up committees, to look at your resources, and to find out and to see ways in which you can manage this. And you have a new budget before you, so you can even look at the no charge of ensuring that if there's fire outbreak, something is done. There should be fire extinguishers in the market. These are basic things that need to be done. Not that at the end of the day the market closes and you leave only the security guards there. These are issues that they really need to look into. The cost of maintaining this thing is far less than the cost of using all that you've labored for.
Okay, there's another headline still on the Nation. EFCC seizes 553 duplexes in a single largest recovery. That's quite interesting.
Well,
I think it is the first in the history of
it is the largest. It is the largest recovery so far. In the statement, the spokesman of the anti-graft agency, Dele Oyewale, said the estate, which measures 150 by 500 square meters and contains 753 units of duplex, is another apartment, is the largest single asset the EFCC has recovered since it was set up in 2003. I said, but the individual who owns the asset was not mentioned. Who forfeited the asset was not mentioned. But Oyewale said it belonged to a former top brass of the government. Eventually, the masquerade will be unveiled, and we will know who is behind this. This is quite big. For someone to own.
Is it that investigation is still going on? Why are they not unveiling the person's name at this point in time?
Well, there may be a forfeiture, but if investigation is not conducted, we said we don't want media trial. Let investigations be conducted, and if at the point whereby they are sure that yes, and sometimes naming them again creates a lot of brouhaha. You begin to see a lot of talk about is this, is that, is because it's from this party, is because it's a member of the. Let them keep it like this. By the time everything is done and they are ready to go to court, we will know who is involved. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care who owns the property, as long as the law takes its course. But I know eventually we will know who owns this property.
Okay, we'll go on to the major headlines as they are being featured on the cover of the Nation and the Punch. They are related, so we're going to take them together. A tax reform bill not, presidency declares. That is according to the Nation. Then on the Punch, It's a tax reform. PDP orders urge talks on presidency as presidency defense bills.
It is now time for us to really discuss this tax bill. I think what people are saying is that the president should slow down a little. Let there be more consultation and let other stakeholders have broader consultation to address the concern about the tax bill currently before the National Assembly for consideration and passage. And I think it is fair to ask for more time to discuss this bill, for more stakeholders to discuss it, because from what I've seen so far, if I'm to judge by what I've heard so far, those in fairness to them, from those that are on the side of the government that wants the bill to be passed, they've been more technical, they've been more professional with the way they've been presenting why they think the bill should be passed. Zach Adedeji, Adelabu, the taxman, and the rest of the even CBN officials, they've been coming out with facts and figures, picking items on the bills and elaborating on it. Meanwhile, to my displeasure, those against the tax bill have been vague about. They will just talk about it is not favorable to the north, it is not this, it will go to it's only Lagos and Rivers. They've limited the statement to just wholesome, making wholesome statement. So I think probably if we allow more time, those that are against the bill will be able to come out with more tangible evidence to show that yes, this bill does not work well for Nigeria. But one thing I will want that from my own point of view, this bill should not be thrown away. It should be discussed critically, and the things that are good in the bill should be left behind, while those that we are not comfortable with should be taken out. Now there are also a lot of misinformation concerning this bill. Some people said there was information. I saw something yesterday and I was wondering where is this coming from. Someone designed something, a flyer in Hausa language, and said the bill contains an area whereby if someone dies, you have to pay to bury the person. These are some of the misinformations that have been spreading around the bill. And then another one I saw where someone was saying the money on education will be removed, and the rest of it, there will be no funding for education. These are areas in which, from what I've seen, it is quite untrue. And these are the reason why, if they pass this bill, a lot of people will think these items are in the bill. So I think we need to sit down, take a look again at this bill, discuss it critically, item by item, section by section. There are 4 bills into one, bill by bill, and I think it will help us understand what is going on. The presidency is in too much haste to pass the bill. That's on the side of the president, but even those opposing it are not even ready to look at things.
Don't you think speed is necessary at this point in time? Should we waste unnecessary time on things that should the presidency be convinced that this is something that is going to augur well for the Nigerian economy? Don't you think they should expedite action and continue with the urgency they're going about?
There are a lot of things that they can expedite action. So let this one. This is something that have turned political because it has to do with the revenue accrued to various states.
Should serious matters like this be politicized?
There's no matter that is not politics, because the people in charge of us, they are politicians.
Okay.
There is nothing that is not politicized. The members of the National Assemblies are politicians. Those that will work against or everybody, we all know at the end of the day, you have politically you have your constituency to fall back on.
Okay, even these politicians from the north who are saying that these policies are not good for the north admitted that the policies are good for the south. So should the north alone hold Nigeria to ransom if it is politics?
Well, the north, I want to be careful here. The north cannot hold Nigeria to ransom. But again, the south cannot just all of a sudden begin to bring up policies that will be against the North. The North also in some areas have some comparative advantage, and if they say due to the advantage, they should just, we are a nation and we should be able to move with each other. But again, the North should not drag Nigeria back, and neither should the South drag Nigeria back. That is why we really need to sit down, look at this strategy, look at how we are going to carry each other along and ensure that the best comes to Nigeria. I think I've seen a lot of northern lawmakers who before were against it now coming to terms with it. I've even seen someone do a very good analysis on this tax bill. I'm sorry to mention him. A certain agroeconomist, Honorable Zanao Mekaswa, the special advisor to the governor of Taraba State on agricultural food security, he was doing analysis of what the bill contained, item by item, yesterday night, and I was saying, this is a young man from the North. This is someone that have taken his time. There are a lot of questions that were thrown at him, asking, the general question about, and he was bringing out item by item, trying to balancing everything. I think there are a lot of people in the North who understand the reason why these reforms must come at this critical time.
Okay, going on to politics, there's this story on the cover page of the Punch newspaper. It's a 2027 SPC dismisses threats by alleged splinter group. Is there a splinter group in APC?
Any big party in this part of the world that doesn't have splinter groups, or doesn't have any fight, is not big enough.
Okay.
And if you don't, and if you're a political party, and whether internally or externally, someone is not trying to break you down, the way we operate here, you are not big enough. So, and sometimes you just have some people begin to mumble and grumble over positions. For them to say there's no splinter group, they know that there's something brewing underground. But that is one of the characteristics of a big party.
Okay, Kulit, is there, the issue we just finished discussing of concerning the tax reform, we discovered that there are members of the APC who are championing the opposition against the tax reform bill, and is that a sign of antipathy or something? Not antipathy per se, but is there is this indices for problem in the near future?
There is no problem. Politicians, they switch sides at any time. The thing is that everybody is looking at its political base and seeing how it's going to. By the time the dust of this settle in a few months' time, they are on to the next thing. And there's nothing wrong in going against your party if you think it does not align with what you want for your people. That it is democratic. It's not an anti-party affair, and I've not seen the APC as a party even come out to say this is a policy of the party and every member must align with it. And even at that, the member still has the right to say no, this does not align with what my people voted me for. So it is not an anti-party affair. It is for the good of democracy. If we begin to look at, okay, it is my party policy, I must support it, or it's not my party's policy, I will not support it, we won't go anywhere.
Okay, but what of is President Tinubu still as popular in the North now, currently, considering his policies and other things? Is he still as popular in the North as he was during election?
He is not as popular in Nigeria as he was before the election.
Don't you think that is
enough? Whether north, south, east, or west is not. If you do a popularity test for him now, I don't think it will be as popular as it was before then. But he still has 2 years to. And I know he's a political strategist. He has his ways. He knows what he has proven over the years that he's someone that knows his onions when it comes to playing politics.
Viewers, if you're just joining us, this is the morning show. Morning show is that darling breakfast television show that brings to you the analysis of trending issues as they are being shown on the cover pages of the Nigerian newspaper. At the top of it all, we discuss trending issues as they are being featured in the cover pages of Taraba State and the Northeast newspaper. We are going to go for a short commercial break now. When we come, we're going to go to another segment of Morning Show. It is going to be interesting and you cannot afford to miss it. Please stay tuned.
December 2024, venue Grand Shield Hotel. And guess what?
We'll be featuring dinner, new business ideas, award night, and a lot more. Please don't miss out for anything. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Correct tori I carry come knack una so from Taraba News and Taraba Business School. Taraba Business School and Taraba News get their 10th year anniversary celebration wey wan take place for Grand Shield Hotel on 6 December 2024. This celebration go begin with the launching of their new Ogbonge TV station wey dem call SUMTV, wey go come follow with the official launch of one of the book of the CEO and founder Chief Gabriel Olayinka, as dem say the name of the book na 7 Principles of Sustainable Wealth. Oya, make una run come see the correct packaging wey follow this event o. Dem say na award night for their best stars and top government people wey go show for the celebration. As una see so, me and Papa Mina don run go Grand Shield Hotel to go grab our table for 4 tickets yo. Wetin una dey wait for? Make una run come follow us jolly as Great Taraba Cultural Group go entertain us with their cultural display. Make una no meet yo as our amiable governor Dr. Abu Kefas go dey there, senators, members, commissioners nko, local government chairmen, chiefs yo, and so many correct top official government people dem. Auntie Bridget, Mr. Abraham, Oga Iranya, wetin una dey wait for? Make una come follow us jolly for Grand Shield Hotel. The date na 6 December 2024, time 4 p.m. Table for 4 and table for 8 dey there o. Great Taraba people, make una come follow Chief Gabriel Olayinka celebrate. My people, una well done o. Na correct tori I carry come knack una so from Taraba News and Taraba Business School. Taraba Business School and Taraba News get their 10th year anniversary celebration wey wan take place for Grand Shield Hotel on
In a world where leadership and entrepreneurship are crucial for societal growth, one man has consistently demonstrated exceptional vision and dedication. Join us as we celebrate a decade of mentorship and socio-economic development, courtesy of Chief Gabriel Olayinka, founder and CEO of Taraba News and Taraba Business School.
Yeah, my passion is to see that information is available at every man's doorstep. So I've been very passionate about this. This I've done for a decade now, providing information and using every available platform to provide it.
With a burning desire to make a difference, Chief Olayinka launched Taraba News and Taraba Business School, bridging the information gap and fostering economic growth in Taraba State. Over the past decade, Taraba News and Taraba Business School have become household names, earning numerous accolades for their commitment to excellence and community service.
I believe with the knowledge gained from Taraba Business School, I have the confidence that I will utilize it and I will settle my business over 50 years.
Taraba News, una well done o. I'm happy to see una. Taraba News na one of the Ogbonge station wey dey reign now for Jalingo. Thanks to una dey like that una show well well and that una beautiful newscasters. Una advertisement man, I like am well well. Everything about the show e dey very good and okay. Una well done o. My shop dey around this time. Make una try one day come visit me and advertise my goods for me.
I am Ande Nyapuri, the CEO, the Crystal Global Impression, located in Roadblock. Taraba News has been instrumental in promoting our brand and connecting us with the Taraba market. Thank you, Chief Gabriel Olainkan. Thank you, Taraba Business School. Thank you, Taraba News.
Taraba Business School gave me a voice. I'm now a successful business owner. Thank you to Taraba Business School. Thank you to the CEO, Mr. Gabriel Olainka. Thank you.
Good morning, this morning my country people them I dey throway salute to una as usual and I dey also welcome una to the pidgin section of our newspaper headline reviews on SUMTV. This na the section where be say we dey highlight una on small tori and matter wey dey happen for we country. My name na Esther Oka Stephen and with me for the show na Mr. Jordan Minor Abraham wey be our usual guest on the morning show. Sir, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, my country people them I dey give una season greetings this morning. But before we go continue with our headline review, I wan highlight una one tori wey dey happen for Taraba State Park as people don dey complain say the transportation price don high for park. Some dey talk say the money wey dem bin dey pay take travel before don go enter ×2 of the thing wey dem dey pay travel before. Our correspondent carry report come give us yesterday wey her name na Lillian Yakubu Gbana. She say as she reach motor park, people come begin dey talk say their journey go get k-leg because of the transportation matter. One man for there wey she meet come begin dey say im journey no go get head again because they come tell am say from Jalingo to Lagos na 45,000 naira. Now the man begin dey shout for there say make government dem do something, make dem look into it say this journey no go no go fit complete. Na the complaint wey dem dey give us yesterday be that thing, Mr. Jordan. And as you can see, our correspondent also talk say the people wey dey complain dem no be even only Taraba State people. So even people for south dey complain, people for west dey complain, people for east too dey complain say make government do something. How you see this matter for this festive season now?
Wetin me I go talk be say as we be so even before this year we sabi say anytime wey jolly matter don come, na so price of both whether na food whether na travel whether na cloth na so e go high. E don become bad culture and tradition wey we don come make am part of us for here. But because for other places wey me I see when things like this dey happen, you go dey see promo, you go dey see discount, you go dey see say they say Christmas discount, Christmas promo. But for here everything dey high. Whether na salad time, na so you go hear say transport go Kano don ×2, na so everything go high. But for this one wey dey happen this year, me I don see am say e go come because like we all know, price of fuel e don high. Now for market you wan buy 1 litre na 1,250, 1,300, 1,200. The cheapest wey go get na around 1,090 naira for 1 litre. So if you calculate all those ones, na they make this price go high. Then now again at the period where we say everybody want travel, and we know one thing with supply and demand was demand on the plenty, price go up. But the thing they say the price don't go up too much and everybody they feel up. Another thing we need to do, people wey they call on government, the only thing wey government fit do now because the only thing wey fit reduce price of fuel now na make dem comot subsidy, and that one no think say Oga Tinubu ready to do that one now.
Okay, because as the matter take dey go, sorry say I can't cut you, my brother, because as the tori take come now cause yesterday, they say federal government sef they can't even dey promise this road transport workers people dem say dem go provide dem subsidy for travelers during this festive period. Na so government talk am. So now I want make you explain and break this subsidy matter for us. Wetin e mean? The thing go work or abi e no go work? Because I know say anything is possible for this our country. Maybe a day to Christmas now, you go come here say as dem tell you today say transportation to Lagos na 45, e go come figure be 30,000 naira. Anything can happen for this country.
Anything can happen for this country, but no be make transport go from 45 to 30,000 naira. But wetin I don't know for this country, maybe by January when everybody want travel, they feel they beg you to come enter. But for this Christmas period, from wetin I see, then how they go take happen? Because I know say the time wey be 30,000, wey dem dey enter na 30,000, price of fuel na like 600 naira. Highest wey dem dey buy then na 790, 810. Now wey don go up, the subsidy wey government fit do, and I no know how dem go take do am, na for the area of fuel. Another subsidy wey government fit do na for make government motor dem, make government get motor dem, make dem bring am come back, or make dem hire motor from the NURTW people and union people, make dem pay for the motor, then reduce the price. Wey go fit reduce the price. But apart from that, if they say make dem carry money directly go give drivers, the drivers no go reduce this money. Everybody dey find way to chop inside this thing. So the only thing wey government fit do, wey I see say e dey possible, na at least make every state and federal government, local government, wey know say people dey travel well well. I know say e get one time wey be say during Christmas, some government dey go hire some motor. So if you dey go for Christmas on so day, make you come. You get some motor we say maybe the price go be half. They say, oh yeah, like Jalingo now, if you know say our people plenty for Abuja where they come, if you charter like 5 buses, say okay, those who won't come Christmas from Abuja to Jalingo, okay, we don't provide 5 buses. So bus go leave on the 19th, so go leave on the day. So first come first serve. Anybody wey dem fit carry at maybe half of the price, carry them come. You fit do am for Lagos again, but now this one na wetin na the government people dem go decide. No be me go decide for them. So if they fit do am, e go help. But still, no be everybody e go reach.
My country people, government dem still dey look into this matter for us. When e better, una go hear more tori from SUMTV. One of the headline review wey come reach us say NAFDAC dey let us to know say one fake medicine don enter market yo, and then they alert us to be very very careful whenever we dey buy this medicine. Dem say the name of this medicine na combat artemether lumefantrine medicine. They say the medicine na anti-malaria and they say the medicine na 20 to 120 milligram dispensable tablet. They say this medicine not be original for market. Plenty of them don't follow marketing. And how they take get this information? Now one of their stride where they for Arab Lab Limited, where they work with Indian. Now in content NAFDAC people say this medicine don't pop for inside market. So make the country people they watch well before them buy them. And NAFDAC can begin to tell us to say how we go take know this fake medicine. Be say it carry one batch number for all the medicine for every part of Nigeria. Then say anytime we buy this medicine, we country people now one same number we go to see for on top of the medicine pack. The number now I won't call for now, so make una sit down here. I'm well. The number they go like this: 7225 119. 9 be the number. I they call them again. Them say the number now 7225 119, and the expiring date where they for the pack come follow say the pack go expire June 2026. Mr. Jordan, this story now, wow, I can't thank God for this NAFDAC people them information. It's sweet you, Abi, not sweet you.
And I also thank God for something you say. The reason I'm saying this kind of matter they go carry am make dem tori people. And before I go talk, I wan make you call the name of that medicine again for people make dem hear. Call am again so that make our country people hear, because this medicine na medicine wey I know say e dey popular. Call the name again.
The medicine pọpọ for marketing. The name of the medicine na otamita lumefantrine. Dem say na for anti-malaria this medicine. No, na this medicine, even me sef, e be like say I don even go for victim, because I dey always dey like to buy that kind of medicine. If small fever hold me cold, e get one atamita medicine wey dem dey carry dey give me for market. So now next time if I wan go buy am after any prescription, I go take caution well well.
The thing be say, make we understand, the problem no be the atamita and the lumefantrine. The problem no be him. And even the recombrite itself, the original dey. But they say this particular one wey full market now na fake, and e carry that. So if you wan know whether na fake or original, you dey buy, because you know say na wetin be wey be original na im dey fake. As they see say people like this medicine well well and they buy and e dey work, na im dey go do the fake one. But wetin they can't do be say, you know say every medicine get your own number. This one only one number dey, and the expiry date na only one. So make them dey watch out. So no be all atameta or lumefantrine tablet na no good, and no be even all of this medicine brand na no good, but the fake one don plenty. So make our country people abeg, you know say malaria na still wey be say e dey with us for here, dey catch people well well. Make we look well well, and make dem torchlight all the pharmacy and chemists dem wey dey sell drug, and people wey dey even sell drug, because now I see say for everywhere people dey sell medicine for on top wheelbarrow. People dey sell medicine on top for anywhere. We don dey get like say dey sell kulikuli. So the thing be say, make people watch out, make you no go take, instead wey go cure malaria, make you no go take wetin go call kill man pikin.
Okay, my country people, in case una just dey join us, we dey talk on the matter wey dey happen for we country on SUMTV pidgin section of our headline review. We don discuss matter of transportation, how people dey complain for motor park say the transportation now don shoot to ×2 of the one wey dem dey pay before. And also we come talk about one anti-malaria medicine wey dem dey call lumefantrine, with a logo on how we go take sabi the fake one. For the sake of those of una wey no dey, when I dey call the number, I tell una say to identify the fake one, the number wey dem write put for the pack na 7225119, and then come tell us say the expiring date na 2026. Okay, the tori come carry us enter Jalingo, Taraba State, as a 6th Brigade Nigerian Army don clear operation, destroy bandit camp, and then recover ammunition in Taraba State. Operation 6th Brigade of Taraba State, dem come enter one village for Takum area there, when they get information say bandits don go occupy that area. And then the name of this village where them go, then say the name of the village na Vingiri and then Vinga villages, you know, and for there they come from there, come go another camp, another community where them say the name of the village for there na Jam village, Inge village, Ukum village, and Umbume village, where dem hear say terrorists go camp, then go hide for that side, they do their bad things. As they come go reach that place, then say the village people, them their morale come high, they come begin dey happy say, government don remember them. Now for there, as our 6th Brigade gallant soldiers them arrived there. Now so this people who don't come begin, they give them firing, all of them, then they fire themselves, and before you know, our 6th Brigade people just can't take over. Now so these people can't run, who come out, they surrender, they can't forget their ammunition to them. And so the village people them, now so all of them come begin the happy. The commander brigadier Kingsley Chidebere Unwa come begin the express gratitude for the activities where they carry on that day, because the ammunitions where they get from the bandits, the way they escape, where they surrender on that day. This ammunition include their AK. This ammunition where they get include one AK-47 magazine, and then one handheld Bofang radio and then 2 motorcyclists. Na that one be the ammunition wey dem get from those people wey escape yo. Ammunition, my country people, my fellow market women, wetin dem dey talk and say e mean na those dangerous weapon wey dem dey use take wunjure the community people na dem dey call ammunition. Mr. Minor Jordan, how you take see the effort of our 6th brigade gallant soldiers dem?
If you say make I talk about 6th brigade, for the past 1 year they do well. No day, no time where you no go hear say they popo all those bad people there with the warriors for Taraba. And the way where they do them every day, every week, you go hear one good story where they come from their side. And I commend their commander, the Brigadier General Uwa, because he don't show say yes, na ogbonge soldier na him be. And so as a matter be, we know say Southern Taraba na one of the area where we say we still dey get small challenge of insecurity. And for them, you see this one AK-47 where you see so, the kind damage wey fit cause for village no be small thing o. The kind people wey fit kidnap with this thing, you see that motorcycle wey dem dey use, na wetin dem dey take escape be that, and all this radio and the rest of them. So make we continue to dey support our army. And I wan call on people of Taraba, anywhere where you dey for your village, whether na your brother, whether na your sister, whether na your papa or na your pikin, na you see say don dey waka kurukere, don dey comot for night, dey come this one, dem dey do church wey dem no wan make anybody hear. Make you carry mouth, make us know, because when dem begin the wahala, na the beginning we know. You no know tomorrow, you no know as e go be. Dem fit go commit for somewhere, and at the end of the day, na all of us go use head carry am. So abeg, make we work with security agencies, make we work with army, make we work with police, make we work with civil defence, make we work with vigilante, make we comot these bad people for within Taraba.
And the matter no end for there, oh my people. Dem say the commander of the 6th brigade sector 3 operation Wistroku come outside. They tell the community people and the Taraba state people them say make them no hesitate to bring any information wey dem go get, say bandits they hide for here, they hide for there. Say they are willing and they are ever ready to stand and fight and protect us for this state thing. Mr. Minor Jordan, and they give Commander Chidebere Nwagbosa for this work where him and the gallant soldiers they do them well done, that they try well for us for this state. Okay, oh my country people. Now here I go draw the curtain of today's program on Pidgin section on highlight review from our newspaper on SUMTV. I remain your special anchor Esther Oka Stephen. Thank you for watching. Now well done.
December 2024. This celebration go begin with the launching of their new Ogbonge TV station wey dem call SUMTV. We go come follow with the official launch of one of the book of the CEO and founder Chief Gabriel Olayinka, as dem say the name of the book na 7 Principles of Sustainable Wealth. Oh yeah, make una run come see the correct packaging wey follow this event yo. Dem say na award night for their best stars and top government people wey go show for the celebration. As una see so, me and Papa Mina don run go Grand Shield Hotel to go grab our table for 4 tickets yo. Wetin una dey wait for? Make una run come follow us jolly as Great Taraba Cultural Group go entertain us with their cultural display. Make una no meet yo, as our amiable governor Dr. Abu Kefas go dey there, senators, members, commissioners nko, local government chairmen, chiefs yo, and so many correct top official government people dem. Auntie Bridget, Mr. Abraham, Oga Iranya. Wetin una dey wait for? Make una come follow us jolly for Grand Shield Hotel. The date na 6 December 2024. Time 4 p.m. Table for 4 and table for 8 dey there o. Great Taraba people, make una come follow Chief Gabriel Olayinka celebrate. My people una
Working with Chief Gabriel Olayinka has been a transformative experience for me. He's truly a mentor and I must commend him for his own initiative, the ideas, and bringing out new things for us to emulate. Thanks to Taraba Business School, thanks to Taraba News, and thanks to Chief Gabriel Olainka.
I'm proud to be part of Taraba News Agency. Taraba News Agency is the largest news agency in Taraba State and the Northeast. I'm very proud to be a member of the team. Chief Gabriel Olainka has given a platform where we get the latest news around this part of the world.
The vision that started like a joke, just as a Facebook page, today has grown to become a conglomerate. We have a cause to roll out the drum and to call friends and well-wishers to celebrate with us and to be part of this great achievement.
Chief Olainka's leadership has inspired a generation of entrepreneurs, journalists, and changemakers in Taraba State. Under Chief Olainka's guidance, Taraba News and Taraba Business School will remain at the forefront of socio-economic development in Taraba State. Celebrating 10 remarkable years of mentorship and socio-economic development, years to many more years of inspiring leadership and transformative impact from Chief Gabriel Olainka and Taraba News and Taraba Business School. Taraba News and Taraba Business School, 10 years of excellence, leadership, and service to Taraba State.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the morning show, your darling breakfast program, coming to you live from the studio of SUMTV. SUMTV being a signal from Jalingo, Nigeria.
They've created an ambience of they be in control of things. Just like we said in the PJ section, and the way they've been able to bust criminal cells in southern Taraba, and they've also been able to make a lot of arrests of bandits and criminals across the state. So it has increased confidence in the people to travel, unlike in the past where nobody wants to travel due to insecurity. So, and even the police that are really in the right state of mind. I know in this period, in some places, what they do is that they clear the motor parks, areas where motors park, they clear it of alcohol, people that sell alcohol. They ensure that people that sell alcohol are not within that environment. Another thing they do is they ensure that
Agency holds World AIDS Day in Jalingo. This is a bit to raise awareness about HIV and AIDS and renew commitment to ending the epidemic.
Well, the World AIDS Day usually comes on December 1, or the 1st of December of every year. But because the 1st of December fell on a Sunday, so it was shifted to Monday. That was yesterday, and the governor was ably represented by Dr. J.G. Williams, the Chief of Staff, and His Royal Highness, the Emir of Muri, was also at the event. So, and it shows that yes, the government is serious about ending the scourge of HIV/AIDS. In the past, the moment they say someone has HIV, we thought it was HIV, we thought it was a death sentence. But now we found out that people can live with this disease. People are living with this disease, comfortably going about their daily activities. So now the stigma is out of it, so people can comfortably come out and go to the hospital and take antiretroviral drugs so that they can live longer.
There is this school of thought that believe that government efforts has not been commensurate with the level of the growth of the scourge in the society, especially in Nigeria.
Yes, I agree with that. Government efforts in terms of funding, grants, and the rest of it. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, most of the antiretroviral drugs is coming from charity organizations. So I think our government needs to do more, not only in this area, but also in other areas, in the area of providing enough funds for the prevention, awareness, and also the treatment of HIV/AIDS in Taraba State.
Well, how about the issue of stigmatization of victims, people living with HIV? There's this stigma that is still going on concerning them. Should more awareness be created like that? Is what government is doing sufficient enough to create more awareness?
Well, like I always say, we are most of all these things are a product of our cultures and traditions and society. We are a society that stigmatize anything that has to do with that has any relationship with that has anything to do with sex. The reason why in the past HIV had very negative stigma was because it was attached to the fact that it is a sexually transmitted disease. So anybody that has AIDS is seen as someone that religiously nowadays we tend to, how are you feeling? You say, I'm strong. Say, be positive, I'm strong. So now if religiously we believe that when you are sick, you say you are strong, then how do you expect someone to say that he has HIV? So these are the factors that come to play in on issues like this. The stigma is still there, but it's not. And the discussion, our leaders now, they were the set of this 1950s, 60s, they were products of free education. And that's why they had it all good. So free education, we've seen the impact in the Southwest. And if you even see that now the gap between the Southwest and other regions is beginning to close up in terms of education, because that free education policy is no longer there. That was the level, that was what was giving them the comparative advantage then. So for Taraba State to implement that shows that we are heading somewhere in the area of education. I know how much Taraba parents have invested in ensuring that their children have education. Now that it's free, I don't see any reason why anybody should still keep his or her child at home. I think it should even be it's a criminal offense for you not to take a child to school if it comes of age.
Yeah, it is free and compulsory.
It is free and compulsory. It should, and I think we should begin to implement that by 2025. By next year, there is no child should be found roaming on the street, because an educated child is a child that have been given every opportunity to excel in life. But if you don't educate a child, it's as if you have veiled the destiny of that child.
Look at the screen. This is a picture of Governor Kefa sitting beside a pupil in a school. That's quite a motivation, don't you think so?
Yes, it is a motivation. Nobody, this girl will never forget the day she sat with beside the governor. If you look at the pictures of the young people there, the attention is all on the governor. Throughout that week, all they were talking about is, I was with the governor, he's dark in complexion, he's tall, he said, no, he's not tall, he's this, he's that, he said this, he said that, he whispered to me. So these are the things that motivate people. I saw a picture some years back of when Bill Clinton, as a university undergraduate, had a handshake with JF Kennedy. Yeah. I said that was what motivated him to say, shook hands with a great man. I think I want to be like this man. And he ended up being the president of America. And if you look at his policies, his way, he's someone that is similar to JFK in the way he addresses issue. So this young girl here, this may motivate her to become the governor of Taraba in years to come.
Okay, let's take a look at his achievements in the agricultural sector of the state. The re-establishment of Dr. Abu Kefa's mechanized agricultural unit in Jalingo where imported state-of-the-art agricultural implements into Taraba State and things like that. So what is your assessment of this?
Well, it's good that we're looking at agriculture from the aspect of mechanized agriculture, because the only way we can meet up to our potential in agriculture in Taraba State is if we go into mechanized agriculture. And you know, this requires a lot of money and investment. So it is good that the state government partner with a Czech Republic company, and they brought in some tractors into the state, and these tractors have been shared across the state. And if you notice, some weeks back there was a report by a commissioner of digital economy, where he headed a committee that went around to see how these tractors have impacted outputs in this year, and it came out with a wonderful and positive result. So I think he has started he has focused on agriculture, and we expect more in the year 2025.
There's this report again. The governor's commitment to women and youth empowerment has been demonstrated through his investment in the state women and youth empowerment programs, including the establishments of state-of-the-art youth empowerment centers, things like this Algorand program, blockchain, development of youth into this trending investment that has to do with the technology.
Blockchain technology. This is a governor that has given youth so much opportunity. Even in his appointment, he has appointed a lot of youth who before now never thought they would become commissioners or special advisors. And also we've seen in the area of issues we have can be solved digitally. The civil service records, there are some issues in the office that if you bring in these young people, they look at it from the position of what can be done through technology to solve this issue. So it reduces the number of man hours being wasted due to human limitations. So these are areas in which I think since they have trained these young people, some should be absorbed into the government, into critical areas.
For a few days.